Good evening, welcome to today's stream. You are all very welcome whether you're watching live or as a VOD. Hank, good evening, my man. How are you doing? You are very welcome today. Let's get cracking on. If my microphone will allow me to do so. Controller in hand. My preferred method of playing when not utilizing. Actually, no. My preferred method of playing. Adnan is doing okay. My man, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm too late. What am I too late for, boss? What am I too late for? Hello, Nabil. How you doing, bro? You're done cooking, Hank? No. Oh, look at cheeky pot 1 and pot 2. Nice, I like that. What did you cook today, Hank? What have you already devoured? Also, I thought your usual cooking time was more like past 6 p.m. UK time. That's good to hear, Nabil. Fish, Hank. Okay. I've started to I've started to become a lot more accepting of fish. I didn't really like it when I was younger. And I do have a theory as to why. But since maybe 2022, I think, around then, I realized that actually it's not too bad. I'm okay with it. What type of fish was it? Baked salmon. Oh, see, yeah, salmon's the fish I've liked forever. That is like the outlier. Like, I've liked seafood, just not fish specifically, except salmon. Salmon's been okay. But see, like calamari, mussels, what else? That's the only real thing that's coming to mind. I hated squid. Oh my god, I hated squid. Maybe I still do, I don't know. Maybe I still do hate squid. But I tried it once. I think it was in Morocco. Where, like, if you're gonna have good seafood, it's gonna be like on a coastal country. And Moroccans do love their seafood, and they do take pride in their seafood. And I did not like it at all, man. Squid, not for me. But with the side of potatoes and Greek salad. With side of potatoes and Greek salad. That sounds banging. I don't really know if I've had Greek salad specifically. I don't really know how it differs from like regular salads, other than the addition of feta cheese. I don't think I've ever had herring. No, not as far as I can remember. Sea bass was definitely one that I didn't like. Were the diced onions raw? If the diced onions were also raw, then I would have liked it. I love raw onion. Make it with lettuce, tomatoes, feta cheese, and cucumbers. Okay, so in that case then. Oh, I forgot I still have olives. I have olives in the fridge and I forgot about it. In that case then, is the only thing that makes a salad Greek the addition of feta cheese? My microphone's like constantly on and I don't know what for. Something's like... What can you hear from a microphone? Like when I stop talking, it doesn't go completely off. Now it has. Interesting. It heard me talk about it. Yeah, okay. My dad likes feta. I think I've had it in salad before. And I think I felt quite indifferent about it. I didn't love it. Like I can say I love halloumi cheese, for example. Feta, it's a cute addition to a salad. I think it's a, like if there was ever a cheese for a salad, it would be feta. I've had other cheese with salad, but I think feta fits a salad perfectly, to be honest. Hello, Transport. How you doing, mate? And then we'll go straight on to chapter 2. Chapter 2? Part 2. I think it's chapter 2 of the journey mode. But part 2 of that run. I didn't make note of the time the other one ended. But I wonder how necessary this was to split into 2 parts. If the time difference was like quite a lot, then that's understandable. If not, then I don't see why this could have not just... This couldn't have just been... a continuation of part 1. Yo, well, mate, that's good to hear, my man. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, see this little entry here for this truck? It's a bit of me, that is. How will this truck get out of it? I'm assuming it's got to squeeze past these turnarounds. But it looks rigid. Is it a lorry? Oh, it is a lorry, okay. It should make it past here. It's tight, though. How do you make sure you avoid this, but then also don't have the back of the trailer collecting these concrete slabs? Okay, yeah. I am hoping that the time difference was substantial between the 2 runs. That's the only way this would make sense to split into 2 parts. It's a beautiful day here today, though. I say today. Today being the in-game date. Whatever that is. By the way, you need my opinion. Are you crazy or not? I don't have on the commuter or Grace Express customers. Okay. Well, you have New York Trenton and SLR, and you don't have SEHS. Okay. So what exactly do you want my opinion on? Just on the fact that you don't have those DLCs? I have learned to Brighton at the Galaxy Express here, see the shot main line. Okay. Oh, are you crazy or not? No, I don't think you're crazy for not having DLCs in a game. I would say I would bring the word crazy into the equation if you were to pick other DLCs over those that I think would just be like a ridiculous decision. But then even then, like, you're completely allowed to do that. Your preferences don't exactly have to align with mine and vice versa. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. The content that you do have, you know, there was the reason why you went for them, and I'm sure that you're enjoying them, that you have enjoyed them, and that you've already gotten hours of enjoyment from. I don't think there's any craziness involved there. Well, yeah, everyone has SEHS because it was a core route for TSW3, and a lot of people had TSW3. From what seems to be the case on the forums, the majority of people that have SEHS don't even have all the DLCs that layer on there. And for me, what makes SEHS one of my like best routes in the game is when like all the layers are active. I really do wonder why Firefly Studios didn't make the decision to incorporate SAHS into their DLC. Look what my chair has done to me. I really do need like a new chair. You can't really tell. It's just cut me right through. It's been stabbing me and poking me for the last like year and a half. That probably should be one of my priorities in terms of updating my my setup. I already know exactly what chair I want to get. I was very close to buying it. Very, very close to buying it. If you're spending hours a day on your desk, at your desk, I think it's important to have a good chair. A lot of people will say like it's an underrated piece of equipment for your setup. Eurostar London to Paris, not free. Well, the fact that it's only tunneled for 45 minutes is the exact reason the majority of people would be very upset if it was announced. It's been discussed over and over on the forums over the years. And yeah, there's constantly pushback on it because of the tunnels. I mean, look at Castle Würzburg. Nowhere near as many tunnels. Or no, you don't drive through tunnels anywhere near as much as you would on the Eurostar route. And look how upset people were about that. Me personally, I don't mind. If a route like comes into the game and it's mostly in tunnels, I don't mind, because it's a route that exists in real life. Like, the whole point of playing a train sim is to explore real life routes for me. And so if the real life route has a lot of tunnels, then so be it. Real life routes have all sorts of, you know, features or quirks, all different ones. You got the Swiss routes that are just constantly mountain climbing. You got the coastal routes that are constantly going by the coast. You got like underground routes, for example, like the Bakerloo line, that's constantly, well, that's like majority within a tunnel. S-Bahn Leipzig, same thing. A lot of that takes place in a tunnel. So for me, I don't mind. I don't mind. I think it would be cool to have in game. But then I think length comes into it as well, because you said 45 minutes on the tunnels and grass for an hour and a half. So we're already into 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we haven't spoken about like cities themselves. So we're looking at 2.5+ hours at high speed, which fair enough. The majority of it is grass and tunnels, but that's a lot to develop. And you know, especially if it was DTG, for example, that was to work on it, I'd be very concerned about the quality. Like, yes, I would like to have more routes in the game and more variety in those routes, but I would also like them to be done well. And for developers that seem to struggle anyway, generally speaking, I don't think it would be the best idea to have them work on something like that. Because with the nature of TSW, if a route is created or is done, it's not going to be done again. So if it's done badly the first time, you're going to be stuck with that being the only version of that route available. I've been on the Eurostar before from London to Paris Circle. Nice one, man. Spoke about it recently with the missus. Last night I was taking a look at the dates and tickets for the 24-hour races this year, both at the Nürburgring and also Spa. Unfortunately, they both fall on weekends where I'll be working. The Spa one was extra annoying because I take my annual leave the week after. And so yeah, we spoke about taking a Eurostar to Belgium. Non-stop. That's the other bad thing. I didn't even think about that. That's the other thing that a lot of people aren't gonna like. It might sell just because Eurostar, and ultimately the people on the forums that I've seen complain about it are like a super minority of the player base, as much as they're quite vocal. But yeah, I don't think it would be a fan favorite in all honesty. But it could sell. It could sell. So it could work out for Dovetail. Els, good evening, my bro. How you doing? Got you twice in a row. It's a good sign, man. I don't know how the Eurostar license would be though. It's got TikTok address and requires a journey talks and stuff. That's fine. considering, well, I was going to say considering you've never seen it in these games, probably difficult. But then again, has it ever been attempted in one of these games, whether it's Train Sim Classic or Train Sim World? I don't think so. And I don't think the effort would have been made to get a license just to feature the train as an AI layer. Which I think also makes sense. Have you managed to find out why you can only stream 10 on Twitch? I haven't, Els. I haven't, and I don't think I'm going to be pursuing it anymore. It's out of my hands. It's not my fault. It seems to be a Twitch thing. I haven't tried streaming to Twitch only yet, but let's say I do stream to Twitch only for one stream just to test it, find out that it resolves that problem, then what? What does it change? Because I'm still going to revert back to streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so it won't really resolve anything. Hello Logan, how you doing? It seems to be child transport. I mean, I wouldn't go off, I wouldn't use somebody making a TikTok driving the trains as a baseline for how they would be for licensing. Do you remember, or I'm new to you? You sound familiar. Your name sounds familiar, Logan. Your name sounds familiar, but I can't recall any specific like conversation that we've had. But it works on other Twitch streams. Do a test streams. Yeah, but Nabil, like I literally just said, bro, if I do that and I find that that resolves the issue, what does it matter? Because I'm going to revert back to streaming through Restream anyway. But then you've identified the issue. Yeah, okay, but then what? Okay, I've identified the issue there. So if that was going to lead me to change the streams moving forward so that I only stream on Twitch, then yeah, it would be worth going into. But in terms of all the things, like I've tried many things that still allow me to stream onto both Twitch and YouTube, and none of those worked. The last thing I haven't tried, as far as I know, is the one that would only have me stream onto one platform. Scrap YouTube only, nah, man. Even if I've got one person on YouTube that comes often, it wouldn't be a good move. And realistically, with like how little I upload onto YouTube in video form, I think the channel would just die at that point. What's annoying is that in moving, like, the thing started, I think, after I stopped streaming on my gaming PC and started doing so on my dedicated streaming PC. And the annoying thing about that is that I changed nothing. I copied over the exact settings. Everything is exactly the same. The only areas where I wasn't able to do that was in GPU specific areas, because I'm using an AMD GPU in my streaming PC. But all the other settings remained the same. Sometimes I think how lacking TSC is. Here we go again, if West Coast mainline or something. I mean, you can't get everything. It's just not possible. It comes down to not only Dovetail themselves, but third parties as well. And there just hasn't been a third party who has deemed it like worthy to delve into those ones that you mentioned. With TSW, we are seeing more and more third-party developers enter the lineup, but I don't know. You know, we never know what the future holds. I mean, we've got a Portuguese route coming. We've got a Japanese route coming. We've just had a Czech route come into the game. So the number of like countries involved is expanding. But I mean, only so much can happen in a particular space of time. It was the Riviera line. It was the last conversation. You were driving the Class 220. I was driving the Class 220 on the Riviera line. Then, brother, that was a very long time ago. Very long time ago. I wouldn't remember. No. My streaming setup has a GPU that when I got back into, so I was without a PC for like the duration of COVID, and I started building it back up soon after, but I didn't really have much money to do so. So I was trying to find like the best value. I was going a bit cheap, and the RX 580, the 8GB version, was just huge value. 1440p medium to high gaming experience for 150 quid. It was a no-brainer. So I've held on to that. That's always been like my backup card, like after I got my 3080 Ti, and that is what I've got sitting in my my streaming setup. You hope the Class 807 is still coming? The Class 807? The Class 807, which one's that? When you say still coming, has it been announced already? Oh, the 807's already in the game, mate. The Avero. That released like 3 months ago, 3 months ago, Logan. Dying for the race, man. I mean, you know, I don't know how long London to Norwich or Ipswich is, but I'm assuming quite lengthy. And you're hoping for branches? My guy, even if the route was 50 miles end to end, you'd be very optimistic and hoping for even one of those branches. If it's one thing TSW hasn't really done well, is branches. What do you mean at this point I would take it from Firefly? As if like they're like a mediocre studio. I wish Firefly would be the only developer to develop content moving forward. That would be great. Maybe we won't see as much content annually as we do now. But hey, at least when it does come, it would be absolute cinema. Dove to only do routes up to an hour and a half. Make it a long little routes. I mean, even an hour and a half is a reach these days, man. They used to make routes that were an hour and a half. I feel like they're starting to target shorter and shorter routes, although the last one was New York to Stamford, right, and that was quite lengthy, but also at the same time a lot of that wasn't new. Like 70% roughly of that route was reused. So I really think Firefly should have done the same. Like, they've gone as far as adding optimizations for Southeastern high speeds, updating the trains for that route, Bro, you might as well have just incorporated it into your DLC at that point. Hello, Mr. ASR. Why does anyone want to go to Slough? You would have to ask the residents of Slough. I couldn't tell you, mate. I don't know what routes they're making next release. Well, they haven't said what's coming out next. But if you have a look on the last roadmap, you can get a couple of clues from that. I actually don't really know myself because whenever the roadmap comes out, I'll just read through the text. I won't actually look at the graphic that says 0 to 3 months and this and that. I thought I'd gone into full service already. We'll be okay though, just about. I always find it very difficult to gauge train braking. Because a lot of the time when the braking will be okay, it seems like you're going too fast, but then you end up slowing down just in time. And I feel it was very different from slowing down in a car, for example. I feel like the top that may be a TSW7 core route, and then that was that was a door from the Shinkansen. I don't think that's going to be a core route. I don't think there's ever been a third-party route that's featured as a core route for the game. So that's one of the reasons. The second reason is I don't think that route will be ready for TSW7's release. That's me. If that was to come this autumn. Can I send the link to the roadmap? Logan, I can't right now. Just have a look on... you can have a look on the forums and you'll find it through there. Thank you, Nabel. I fluffed the stop C. I'm not the only one. That looked like I had no chance of stopping in time. And yet somehow we did. I do like this type of architecture. Shadow of the signal is like Mickey Mouse is. Right, non-stop to Reading now. Mark, good evening. How you doing, mate? We are sitting in the HST. Or are you referring to something else? Isn't the Class A2 the one that's getting that new livery? The whole situation with that livery is quite odd. I hope there's a bit more of an explanation for it when it comes close to release. (802) with HST coaches. Are you saying that I'm driving an 802? Or did you see it in the station? Or are you talking about like your own personal experience?
I'm very honest. Give us 2 months of ceasefire, we will go to elections. That's it.
3 stream streak, thank you very much, mate. ASR, have you broken your streak? Or has Twitch just said, you know what, we can't keep up with this guy anymore? There we go. 85 stream streak. That is coming up to 4 months almost. Insane. Yeah, no, my bad. That's actually insane. Oh, your own one, Mark. Okay. Huh, so they're like, what's the word? Like they're compatible with each other to couple up to. I don't know whether to think that's cursed or quite cool. I think regardless, there's a coolness factor about it. Yeah, I think Nabil, that was a while ago though. Because I was used to him coming very often. And then the thing said like, I don't know, some small number. And I thought, no. That can't be right. Ah, you use a mod for it. What can't you do with mods, eh? Well, there's a little bit of a list that we can all come up with for that question. Yesterday there was a Brit streamer streaming Simra with 300 to 400 viewers. I mean, when it's like that, it's more the streamer themselves that's like popular as opposed to the game that they're streaming. CP, good evening. How are you doing? What do you know? What the name of the person was? ASR. You're fine. That's good to hear. I'm okay, mate. Not too bad. Long live Quebec. Okay, no idea. Doesn't ring any bells. He's not Canadian. Well, I mean, you did say he was Brit. There was a guy dancing on the train here today. Dancing to, like... Because he was in a good mood? Or... was he trying to earn some money? From what you've been saying about your job for the past week or so, Mark, it's quite clear that you're not happy there. In which case I'll say, mate, look for a new one, man. Don't let, you know, if it's about the money, don't let that dictate your happiness. Hopefully it will be a mastery reward. I'm sure someone could create a mod for that if they really wanted to. You had someone do their business on the seat where the toilet's operational, because that seems to be a thing with the planes that you fly. They don't have operational toilets. Smart Brave, good evening. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Also, Nabil, regarding the conversation earlier about the different watching qualities on Twitch, YouTube is there as a kind of like a backup. That if anyone's unable to watch in 1080p, they can go and watch on YouTube and get the same content at a resolution that allows them to that's suitable for them, which I think is huge. Have you seen them at Reskin or TFC? Yes. I believe there's also one for JD and somebody else, but I don't remember who. I think it was Alex. Yeah. Mark, wasn't Jet2 the company that you were thinking to thinking of moving to? Was it Alex and Harry Nobel? I'm pretty sure JD was on there. Unless I've got it completely wrong. By the way, yeah, when I went to Reading last week, I was at Hazen Harlington Station, where these trains, well, today would be the IETs, like fly past. And I was like one platform away because that side was barriered off. It had like a wall. Not a wall, but a fence. But even then, through the fence, on a different platform, oh my god, bro, the speed is insane. Like 125 miles per hour is very, very quick. But I don't know, man, when it's a whole train doing that speed, that close, just intense, super intense. Matt, Alex, Harry, Jaden, Luke. Really? I thought it was just 3. I completely missed the other ones then. Matt is 1 pack, Alex and Harry are 1 pack, and JD Lucas on another pack. Have you downloaded them, Nabil? You're very knowledgeable on them. You don't know the Thomas DLC in the first place. I won't judge, bro. I mean, there was definitely a lot of judging with the DLC first game. A lot of judging. I just realized if Metro Rivals did release this year, that would have been 2 brand new games from Dovetail. Honestly, CP, it does look cool. And every time I've seen people talk of it that own it, it seems to be quite positive. I would say if you can watch some reviews, do that. And then if you feel that, you know, you want to take the dive, go for it, man. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Alright, 2 more runs to go. About an hour and a quarter in total. That means either we're going to be stopping at a couple of stops along the way, or expect some yellows. Cheeky bits, no? Why not? This might be my first time driving through snow on this route. Interesting, we're only stopping at Slough. So I assume the 42 minutes is going to be from various yellow signals. We'll be battling. Unless the extra time has just been given because we're driving in potentially icy conditions. It's a very quiet Reading station. CTS ads all over the OMSI webpage. That's crazy, man. And crazier is that the ads are going to have zero effect. I haven't checked DMs, no. Or have I? Oh, right. No, I responded. I responded with a little emoji. I reacted. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. It's only like 2 weeks away. I already know you're going to be just uninstalling games and reinstalling them for fun. Do you know exactly what... Did you say what speed? No. Do you know what speed you're going to have? Okay. Nice. Yeah. You're gonna be uninstalling and reinstalling games for fun, bro. Those numbers on your Steam download page are gonna look fake. I've had mine for, what's it, a year now? Coming up to a year. I still haven't gotten, like, used to it. Every time I look at the numbers, I'm still just mind blown. Also, this might be the last stream this week. I think the rest of them are going to be cancelled. I say I think. I pretty much know. I can imagine I'm installing a digital CCTV right now. Just fucking about it. Yeah, bro, you know what? You might as well, like, at some point, try and see how long certain downloads take you, and then you can compare when you get the new one in. Are you oohing about else? Hey, you see like this week we've got strikes, yeah? Does that work out for you? Like, is that better for you, lot? Giving up streaming? No, I said I'm giving up streaming. I did put out a message on Sunday when I put out the schedule, saying that it's highly likely there's going to be cancellations and adjustments. I didn't think it was going to be this disruptive, but it is what it is. Are you talking about me? Money's made for the week. I will pull up my analytics right now and tell you exactly how much I've made from streaming this week. Your wage don't go up? What do you mean? Are you using smooth motion now? Twenty subs treating me good. Oh, you're mocking it, man. Absolutely taking the piss. I'll tell you how much I've made yesterday, because that's all I can give you yesterday. What was the date yesterday? 20th. This website is arse on mobile, man. Absolute arse. Yesterday I made $3.16. You wanna know why I made $3.16? Because of Chuck's gifted sub to you. Not to you, to Els. That was it. So let's say that didn't happen. From ads alone, which is the only thing I made money from yesterday, I made 8 cents. So go suck yourself. Couldn't feed a raccoon of 8 cents. It's less. Pounds is less. So let's call it £2.50. Money made for the week, yeah, bro. Alright, bro. If it was the 1940s, maybe. For the month, let's go, man. Where's Sammy? I haven't seen Sammy around for a while. Probably just busy for work, with work though. You know what's so crazy about that as well? On the like, it's like a graph that I checked, and it has like it's a bar chart. So it's got like bars, like the more I made in a stream or in a day, then the higher the bar. Yesterday's one is woof. It stands a lot taller than a lot of other days. Yeah, basically. Basically. That is the update. How do I'm glad you caught it. I do have like a little HUD thing that I could use, but it's not working for speed. It's showing me the signals, but it's not showing me well, it's showing me everything else actually. It's not showing me speed. What do you mean? No wonder I got a farewell. What beef do you have with it? I love the gauge cluster design. Why are we getting sent to the relief line for? Bro, you just need to put. Bro, you're not even watching me on full screen. How the heck are you gonna see that on a phone, not on full screen? It's not a surprise. If the needle broke, then boss, there wouldn't be any service for this train, I don't think. That sounds about right. That does sound about right. On my first motorcycle, I had the speedo didn't work. I was just guessing how fast I was going. Oh, we're slipping. There's no sander on here. Yikes. I'm sure it wouldn't be difficult to put like a GPS speed device that would be even more accurate than the needle. Found a TikTok where a bus had half of the indicators taps over so you can't see any faults. Oh, tapes over. Out of sight, out of mind. I love it. That's it, man. That's the way to move forward. You don't need any negative vibes from... Look how much of the train is outside of the platform, and I've overrun. You don't need any bad vibes from fault lights, man. As dead as Slough looks here, it looks better than it does in reality. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to watch it now. Actually, no, maybe I can. I just watch it on mute while we very, very, very slowly get up to speed. Or did you send it to me on Discord or TikTok? Oh, Discord. That's actually crazy. That's actually insane. Is that in Germany? I thought that would have been in Morocco or something. This is why this runs in the 40s. I don't know if we stay on this line or move back over to the main line. That is insane, man. You know what, though? It could just be that the lights that just always come on and the mechanics are tired of those buses coming in with, like, the lights on, but no issues. Bus is currently driving rail replacement in your area. That is crazy. Bro, what were you gonna get involved in? You would have been one of those guys. Many companies doing the rail replacement ops are very suspicious. Is there nobody that's like checking them? Are they not being governed somehow? Like any old company can just come and take those contracts. For normal rail replacement, yes, but for general overhauls by DB, they require closures of routes for several months. There are way stricter requirements. Strictly speaking, the requirements start to become higher and higher because the big economy is only plus 90 plus 6 is not entry. Okay, so then how are these buses getting through then? How are these companies doing that? Because I'm sure if there was an inspection on these buses, someone would be in trouble. No, but you said for general overhauls, there are way stricter requirements. Or have I misunderstood? Oh, this is a normal one, okay. Because it's bouncing off yesterday's title rather than yesterday's events. Yesterday's title said that I was finishing it, but I didn't. It was a lie. So I'm finishing it again, but this time I'm actually finishing it. Pardon me, excuse me. So the viewer expected to know the previous title? Not necessarily. That is just the title of the stream. If you want to take care of creating a document that explains the titles, you're more than welcome to. Then for this one you can say, you know, the title of today's stream, 21st 04 26, is a bounce off the previous day's stream, Monday the 20th of April 2026, where it was stated that the DLC would be completed. However, due to unforeseen events, that was no longer the case, and so another attempt was taken at finishing the DLC the following day, 21st of April 2026. I hope this clears up any confusion. I didn't even know exclamation mark title was a thing. Who would need to do that? Why is that a thing? That is probably top one most useless command in existence. How do you even know that exists as well? Or was that just a chance? That's wild. I think if you type in exclamation mark commands, I think all of them come up. I wonder if it's there or if that one is an Easter egg. Completion of this DLC once more. The solemn farewell of the GWR HST. That is a ChatGPT title if I've ever seen one. Like if I put my title into ChatGPT and said make this formal, that's exactly what it would give me. Did we get overtaken by any faster trains at all? No idea. Do you have this saved and you just like copy and paste it? Or is this the answer it gives you every time? If we're not due into Paddington until 1:06, we might be at this signal for a while. It's a new answer. It's a new answer, but it's not in it at the same time. Immersive simulator sessions, come on, bro. That's the whole point. That's what I do it for. BRB. Enjoy the traffic. Pretty sure we are gonna be here for a while. One stream, it was beyond the most of the lights that were playing. No, it was Simro. Oh no, it was ATS. But I've done it with Simro as well. I love it. I love doing that. Now, can you really get more immersive than that? I don't think so, man. Not at all. For Voidish, no it doesn't. For Voidish ship vibes are like weird vibes. That wasn't weird. That was when I was driving a HUDless as well for even more immersion. Just maximizing our immersion levels. I wonder what this platform is used for. That was so far away. I feel like it's a crew, or maybe it's an engineering platform. Whoa. Oh, TPWS. Really? Was it that deep? It stays on for a very long time, you know. Immersion maxing. Yeah. That's what I was doing. But I'm not gonna lie, I can't be bothered to do the whole HUD thing now. Look how long it's staying on for. This is the issue I had when I was doing my scenarios as well. 3 different spads, 3 different lengths of time it took to release. Sometimes it would do it quickly, sometimes it just wouldn't. No, I don't. Interesting. Is that an interesting, like I say interesting, or? It seems like it's connected to a deeper issue. Me not using the HUD. Sorry, me using the HUD.
Western Railway service to London Paddington. Calling at London Paddington only. Will passengers intending to travel on this service...
Do you think Frankfurt looks better than this, Nabil?
As it is ready to leave. Platform 8.
Then Paddington Hauptbahnhof.
06. Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, which is ready to leave. The train at platform 8 is the 1306. Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Yes.
Paddington only.
Once I learned how to read the, what's it called? The what's that piece of paper called? It's not a timetable. It's a bit more than that. Anyway, once I learned to understand that, then I could drive HUDless. But I still needed to use extra brain power. It's mostly just a bit of laziness. No, but Frankfurt is quite a grand station though, isn't it? Why is there a Christmas tree? Frankfurt's quite a grand station. I think it's a. I think it's an impressive bit of architecture. Say like I was playing it in my own time, yeah? I had the time, stress-free, and I could like dedicate brain space, and I was really into it. I think I absolutely would. But it's quite difficult to do on stream. And as you can tell by how little I play it, it's not exactly something that I'm really, really, really crazy into. But I proved I could do it, which I'm proud of. I'm proud of that for myself. Because I didn't actually think I would have been able to be honest. So I'm happy about that. This is quite a cool livery, man. How does that make sense? I can't get through here. Right, it should be a straightforward one. Change your background to the CTS one. What do you mean your background? Your background on what? Not your desktop background. Like I said yesterday. I want to do something with it. I don't want it to be my profile picture and anything. but I want it to be like a background for something. I'm not sure. I don't think there's really much I can do with it on Discord. I don't think there's much I can do with it on, I don't know, Steam. I do want to do something with it. You have to. You have to. You know what? I really can't wait till I move, man. Because I have ideas for what I want to do for like my background. I want to have like a, I think I've said this before. I want a neon sign or something of the sort, LED or neon. That's like that says LWD Adnan. And then I want to have shelves with like modern, with model trains, model cars. Yeah, I know, thank you. Model cars, model, what was it? Cars, trains, maybe buses and trucks. And yeah, like a my YouTube plaque. Haha. Els, I don't think so, bro. Who knows, man? By the time that time comes around, I could like really be into planes and fly like regularly. And if that is the case, then absolutely. But the way it's looking right now, might be a while, man. Are model planes expensive? I would assume so, right? It seems like everything that's out there, like you can get a model of is expensive. I know you can get cheap as well. I guess I wouldn't need to get anything expensive really, because it's not gonna go like if I get the trains, for example, they're not gonna go on a model railway. Once I start driving again, I want to get into well, not get into, but I wanna start playing AC Evo a bit more and start doing like the daily races. And like I don't know how much you're into the model plane scene, but is 50 quid like what does 50 quid get you? Does it get you like is that like the cheapest for model planes, or is that something decent? I know, Nabil, man, I know, bro. But you know what? I've got faith that when it does come, bro, it's gonna be amazing. I think it's going to be worth the wait. I'll be honest. I think it's going to be worth the wait. And you know what? I think we'll see it before summer. I believe so, yeah, I believe so. It has to. It has to. I would imagine it would be, you know, like how you can choose like tracks and then get into them on like servers and stuff. I would assume it's just that. I'm assuming like you can like host a server, you know, like a private one, for example, and then just have people that you want in with you. Bro, you know them old school city car driving videos? They're coming back, but in AC Evo free roam, and they're gonna be sick. They're gonna be. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. I need to get that Lamborghini wheel. It's £380, man. The Moser one. I really want it. But I know once I start playing LMU again and I get back into sim racing, I'm also gonna want a GT3 wheel. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe I can just use my Thrustmaster one, but maybe use an adapter, try and find like a Thrustmaster to Moser adapter. What I want to get right now for like my Moser stuff, I want to get springs to put in my brakes, my brake pedal to make it a bit firm, because I don't think I'm going to be buying all new pedals. I need to buy a clutch, and then a driving wheel. That's not a truck wheel. Quite heavy too. Oh, is it quite big, Els? I guess you just pay. You'd be paying more, maybe for the detail. Let's see how it compares to reality. Well, from what we've seen so far, from footage from months and months ago, I don't know. You'd be a better judge than I, but it looked amazing in terms of detail. You don't even need the navigation. That's gonna be so cool, man. But you know what? I wonder if because of that, it might be less fun for you than it would be for me. Like, it would be exciting at the beginning, but then I wonder if it could get boring. Because for me, I have no idea how any of those roads are. Like, I've seen bits and pieces here and there. I've got no idea how they all come together. So it's going to be new to me, and like I'm going to be constantly learning and trying to memorize. Whereas you've already gotten to that point. You're so lucky to live where you live, bro, honestly. Don't know how much more detail you can add. I don't know, like, is there a possibility that you can get a model plane with like the interior done, like with like see-through windows into the passenger area and the cab? I think that would be cool. British Airways pilot scheme. Nah, tell me about it. Is it one of those ones where they pay for your training and stuff? Or like, is it like some sort of apprenticeship? Els, is there no chance here that you can get closer to like airport infrastructure by like, I'm sure with your experience you'd be able to like apply for like an airport firefighting job? No, they can't scrap open world, bro. No. I don't know how much work had been put into single player already, like the career mode, before they canned it, but we know how much work. Well, we don't know exactly how much work, but we know a substantial amount of work already has gone into the open world. And that was one of the biggest things that they sort of came out with and said, yeah, this is what we're going to do and bring to the game. Yeah, honestly, it would just become a different ACC or a different iRacing if they do. And it would still be like up there with the best sim racing titles, but it will lose a lot of aura. Pretty much cover every cost to do with training, pilot accommodation policies. So is it like a what's those things called in education? Like a scholarship of some sort? Like, how do you, like, can anyone just apply for it? How much do airport firefighters actually do though? Like on a day-to-day basis. Like it's not every day a plane will come down in flames. Could move in London's Heathrow fires or cover the airport too, but you'd lose your competency. Why would you lose it? Like surely you'd keep it and then just learn what you would need to learn on top of that, no? Ask ChatGPT to tell you its sources and then go and check out those sources for yourself just to make sure. ChatGPT loves a good waffle. I thought you were in London already, boss. Yeah, so if you join Heathrow Fire Service or the Heathrow Fire Station, like I can't imagine how different it would be. Like obviously you would need to learn more for like airport operations specifically, I would assume. But would it be that much of a difference? Yeah, but that would be expected. That would be expected. I don't know if that would be part of the role itself, that you do that training, or whether you'd have to do that in your own time separately. I just think it would be cool for you, Els, to do what you do already and be around like what you're passionate about. I was watching yesterday, I think it was. It popped up on my YouTube homepage. You know that the UPS plane that came down a few months ago? They released like all the, not all, but I assume, but most of the like the body cam footage from that event. It's like, you know, as a layman that, yeah, police and fire services and EMS for those types of events are, like I say, it's a dangerous job. But seeing the actual body cam footage is it really puts it into perspective. And again, you're not going to be dealing with something like that every day, but the fact that you've got to put yourself in those situations and take those risks is just crazy, man. I don't think you could get paid enough. One is London Fire Brigade, another one to the actual airport's own fire service that can transfer the power to the airport. Okay. Well, no, you wouldn't be able to transfer it. Like Nabil said, all the training things he mentioned would be absolutely necessary. But you've got a good foundation to transition there, though, don't you? Like you've got however many years experience and everything that you've got under your belt. So then it's just so then you would be doing the training or just the educational part for the airport specifically. Just working in the area is not really enough, you know. Like yeah, cool, you get to see the plane super low and stuff, but you're not, you know, you're not actually going to be operating within the airport, which is what I was more going for. There's not that much difference, I like to think, on the extra aircraft. Well, it's a lot of it. I think the bill pretty much hit the nail on the head. I mean that's like at least what you'd need to learn, at least. Other body cam footage and other situation is interesting. Yeah. It's a perspective that we don't see. We just won't know of. I found it interesting that one of the officers that they got the body cam footage from was just Snapchatting. Like as he was driving, he was just Snapchatting over and over and over again, like pictures and videos of the smoke. New planned bus for the bus. Is that what is that? First party DLC or is that third party? Any emergency lines? You still get called onto. Ah. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. So cool. So if you were to move then to the Heathrow Fire station, I guess you would still need to do that extra training, but it would be easier to get into than actual Heathrow Fire Service, the airport's fire service. I think that would be a good like middle ground, or at least like hopping point. And then from there, maybe in a couple years' time, you could then go into the actual Heathrow Airport fire service. By TML. Oh, is there like have they put out an article about it in the bill? I'll give it a read after the stream. You're gonna have to do extra training to go to another station within London. Oh, that's even better then. The only thing would be it would be a longer trek for you, right? From what I understood earlier. Very long, really. Yeah, like far west, far west, like zone 5, dare I say. It's the end of the Piccadilly line. End of the Piccadilly line. End of one of the Elizabeth line branches. Oh, just an image in the background. Okay. Let me pull into Paddington and then I'll check it out. Heathrow's closer to Slough than London. Yeah, I think so. Think so. But then it's like it's very close to Hounslow, and Hounslow is definitely London. So I don't know. It's a weird one. Bro, it's shocking the Piccadilly line even goes there. How is that shocking, bro? That's very cool. I've always admired that about the Piccadilly line. You got like a straight connection straight from central London. Obviously, the Elizabeth line now you also have, but the Elizabeth line came a lot later. London Airport City. Airport City. City Airport. You'd have even less to do there, I think. What do you mean West ain't even London? What are you talking about? I will not tolerate West slander, bro. I will not tolerate any West London slander. Heathrow Zone 6. Yeah, that's crazy. That's me. Why do I sneeze a lot? What's that about?
The train at platform 10 is the 1911
Thank you.
Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, calling at London Paddington.
The thing is, Hayes feels more like Hayes feels more outside London than Heathrow.
As it is ready to leave. Platform 10 for the 1911 Great Western Railway service to
It feels so
London Paddington,
like
which is ready
countryside.
to leave. The train at platform 10 is the 1911 Great Western Railway service to London Paddington, calling at London Paddington only. For passengers intending to travel on the service, please join the train now. As
Oh, this train completely emptied itself. Why doesn't mine do that? Bruh. All the passengers actually like left.
Which is ready to leave. The train at platform 1 is the 1950.
Is the instruction set going to update at all, or? Same height as Heathrow? I don't know. I wouldn't say so. That's probably the case actually. That makes sense. All right, we finally finished the pack. That's it. I'm not a liar anymore in my titles. Now onto the 147 stuff. Oh, I've done that too. Let's go. Okay. What DLC released before the 147? Was it the Class 90? I think it was the Class 90. Oh no, Medway Valley line. What? Did that come up after the Class 90? I don't know why I've got 2 of them. I've done quite a bit, actually. Wow. I think I'm going to do this one and then this one. Onto rapid transit. I think I finished that. Midway 26, class 90, 30th. Yeah. I thought that was the case. But I'm also pretty sure I've done like all of the class 90 stuff as well. I'm not really sure how. Let me check. Aye. How does it have 25%, man? People that will just zero standards. I think people that are just like happy for the train to be in the game at all, as opposed to be in the game and work properly. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Done. Smooth.
Welcome aboard this southeastern service to Maidstone West, calling at Cuxton, Horling, Snodland, New Hythe, Aylesford, Maidstone Barracks, and Maidstone West.
I don't have God mode on this, so I hope I don't run into any funny business. Thankfully, seating position is acceptable. This local looks so 90s, so sexy. People say it just doesn't move or too lazy to explore the issue. It's actually pretty easy to fix. Just need patience and attention. Bro, that's such an AI like type response. What on earth? It's Nabil's favorite emote. I have the frustration of the train not moving, but after watching Dad on YouTube at the same issue and internal DSC systems, you got it working again. So for now, guys, is what I will do until it's fixed. And that's one of the positive responses, reviews. Well, at least he said there was an issue.
The next station is Cuxton.
£17. Absolute bargain in my opinion, I won't even lie. There's two, I mentioned it the other time, there's two providers that just have super cheap internet and offer like really fast speeds. I don't quite know like where the catch is. It doesn't really seem like there's one. That's why I was like to you the other day, like look around, because yeah, the more expensive providers here, they'll give you that speed, but only for download. I'm paying for 1 gigabit upload and download, bro. The other providers will give you maybe 1 gigabyte download, but like 200-300 megabyte upload, and you're paying a lot more. A lot more. Really? Is that there's no competition in that space? there's not like different providers. There is, but the difference maybe €2 to €5. That's wild. Yeah. Well, to be fair, the provider I'm with is like cheap anyway, but on top of that, I got a summer deal last summer. They were doing a special promotion, and that's what enticed me. And on top of only being £17 a month, they you know, like the cancellation fee for my previous, because I ended my previous contract early so that I could join them. They basically paid for that as well. Like I had to pay it myself first, but then they haven't charged me since I joined them the equivalent of how much I've paid, if that makes sense. How much I paid to cancel my previous contract. So I haven't been paying, I think this month, either this month or next one is going to be the first time I actually pay the bill. Do I know how much what is? Oh, your one. Well, oh, that's a lot, man. Yeah, but you know what? That's a little bit more than the other providers here. I think here, the other providers, the bigger names, there you'd be paying maybe £40 plus. I don't know exactly how much, but £40 plus. I forgot about the 20-second wait time between pressing the locked doors and then the doors actually fully closing. Yo, Jackson. How you doing, bro? No, you know what? This one's gonna be a bit longer because I started late. So you still got about half an hour. Currently laying in a Soviet sleep with Montenegro. Yeah, you've been properly enjoying yourself, innit? Pictures and videos have been very cool, man. Happy for you, bro. I'm okay, man. I'm okay, bro. Oh, snap. I'm not paying attention to these stations at all. I think I panicked a little bit there.
We will shortly be arriving.
Taking some content or sort of. Oh, sick. Yeah. You were talking about it with well, you were talking about it in chat, but you were also talking about it with Sammy.
Welcome aboard this southeastern service to Maidstone West, calling at Snodland, New Hythe, Aylesford, Maidstone Barracks, and Maidstone West.
Oh, was I right? That's crazy. How is it exploring it?
Can't give us some financial support. Okay, please give us a credit,
Please.
and we will give you back money after the war.
You know what? Bro's purposely drag. I just put two and two together. He's purposely dragging out the war so he doesn't have to pay anything back.
Is Snodland.
Crazy Cyril finally being there watching a video. Sick. Did you manage to get all the way up to the top? How did you even like locate it? Because he's quite secretive about the buildings and the areas that he explores. I know eventually people are gonna figure it out, but it's like you have to know people. That's so sick. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the content, man. Bring it on. He could just resign as president and go. he's loving it, bro. He's doing it for the love of the game. He's enjoying himself. It's a pretty famous building in Belgrade. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it looks very unique, so I'm not surprised. I think there was a place in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, that he went to where it was like there was like a waterfall. There was like a couple of waterfalls. It's really like a rickety bridge.
We will shortly be arriving.
I'd love to go there.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something,
Got a whole tour ahead still.
speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted.
You're that guy from the meme where it says like, oh, like that one random unemployed friend that one unemployed friend on a random Tuesday. Those are the sort of activities you're getting up to. Very happy for you. What's the
aboard
weather
the
like there?
Southeastern service to Maidstone West, calling at New Hythe, Aylesford, Maidstone Barracks, and Maidstone West.
You have to enjoy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You have to. Life's too short not to. 25 degrees, lovely, man. Lovely. What's the food like there? How are you doing for food? I'm always very iffy about eating food from countries that I'm not familiar with. I know it sounds quite childish. Really, in a good way. Very, very good. That's sick, man. That's super sick. Wake up at this sea tomorrow, hopefully you guys will sleep. Crazy hospitality. Yeah. That's one thing I've picked up. They do have very nice. They are very, very nice people. Cheap. Yeah. Cheap as well. Yeah.
Next station is New Hythe.
It sounds like having the time of your life, bro.
This is British Travel.
Is this like?
If you
Is this a pivotal moment in your life where you decide, you know what?
of staff,
This is what I want to do, actually.
1016, and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Bag of groceries for 50 euros in Germany pay like 10 to 15 euros. Makes sense, man. I think that goes for like any major European cities, to be honest. Especially West Europe. Nabil, you know what? Sometimes I think it's not even necessarily about moving out of the country as a whole, but rather just moving away from major cities. Been traveling a lot already, but it's Corner of Europe is really enjoyable. Has a very unique vibe. Fear for your life every time you step in an elevator or balcony. But you kind of like it. You're a thrill seeker. It makes sense. Use the stairs. Yeah, alright, bro.
Welcome aboard this southeastern service to Maidstone West, calling at Aylesford, Maidstone Barracks, and Maidstone West.
I still haven't got the speed emote, bro. Can you just do it for me and then send it to me, please? I'm not gonna do it. There was a speed emote and another one. I'm just not gonna do it. Like, not intentionally, but we have to be honest here. I mean, walking up 30 flights of stairs it's good exercise. You do get something out of it. It's not ideal though. It needs to be a GIF and it needs to be square. I don't know if you can check it for yourself. If you were to make it for yourself as if you were streaming, and then you can see the dimensions. I think 72 by 72 is there as one option. But I'll confirm after. You just gotta be honest, man. Now that save yourself the time, man. Chill. I'll have a check for you afterwards.
The next station is Aylesford.
Els, what are you humming about? What are you contemplating? Herman and Uwin. Bro's always bro is the thinker. I respect it, man.
We will shortly be arriving at Aylesford. This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016.
Oh snap!
See it, say it, sorted.
That was coming up a lot quicker than I expected it to. Life, I respect that, bro. There's a lot to contemplate about life.
Calling at Maidstone Barracks and Maidstone West.
Many peculiarities. Many questions. Many puzzles. Many unexplainables. I hear it. Taking a piss, bro.
Maidstone Barracks. This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff.
You know what? Go do your research. Go do your research. I'm not gonna help you now.
That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Els, define life as Roblox, bro. Please. Because that term pisses me off. It makes me uncomfortable. I can't explain it. It makes me feel weird inside. And then that pisses me off. Nah, ain't no whoa, bro. Ain't no whoa. Meant to convey that life is about playing, taking risks, having fun, and creating our own experiences. That's gay, man. Nah, I'm upset, bro. I'm upset. And I've given you an opportunity to explain it. I gave Nabil the opportunity yesterday and he didn't want to. Actually, no, I didn't. Nabil, explain it. You like to use it. Convince me that it's a statement I should make peace with. You asked AI to find something to say and that's what it came up with. Or at some point, bro, at some point, it needs to just say that it needs to just stop. It's not everything that needs to be explained. How has AI managed to explain life as Roblox? Can you imagine? It's made sense of life as Roblox. At some point, just be quiet, man. You don't have to. It's not by force. They're using new phrases for the scam messages now. Really? What's the new one? Why, Jackson? Is it that bad, bro? Stick your ass out the window, man. No one's watching. Oh, are you talking about like for Twitch messages? I haven't seen anything today. Have you dealt with it that quickly? I don't know what my wife is cooking, but it smells good. You did that right away. Yeah, you know what?
Welcome aboard this South
Els, can you work with that speed? You question why I haven't given you moderator status yet. Can you work with that speed, boss? Bro, chat isn't even moving that quickly today. I didn't even see the thing before it was deleted. This is the minimum standards that we need on this channel. Nabil has set the bar.
The next station is Maidstone West.
Grateful for my sleeping bag. Bed is molded. No way.
Shortly be arriving at Maidstone West. Please check
That's the only thing sometimes with these countries. Standards are a little bit lower than what you would otherwise be used to.
times whilst on the station.
But if you prepare in advance,
Please report it to
you'll
an
be
ambulance
alright, man.
staff or the police.
Spanish Inquisition.
This is Maidstone West. This train terminates here. All change. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving.
I cannot wait till the twins sleep at night, you know. I can't wait, man. Everything has been sucked out of me. How is the water on Canary Wharf clean? Who told you it's clean, bro? It's all Thames water. Oh, I don't have God mode. Please don't muck up. Hurry up, man. This game's so trash. I mean, it's cleaner than the Thames. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't have that brown whatever to it. But it still shares the water, you know, so. Seafair is decent for the age of this carriage. Oh yeah, you did say it was Soviet, wasn't it? Oh, this game's so trash, man. This is not a punchable face. You feel so lost you haven't got a game at the moment, Els. What happened to MSFS? Also, you didn't answer me, bro. Are you using smooth motion? You'll enjoy the game a lot more if you play with smooth motion on. 62 years old, Jackson. 62 years old. You know what? That's about as old as a lot of our trains on the underground. Okay, not a lot of them. Bakerloo line. Bakerloo line from 1972. Piccadilly line is from 1973. I mean, the 57 ELs is like, it's not, you know, it's not the highest end card. Go to do the smooth motion, bro. Like, it will help. One way or another, it will help. Because the game's trash, Nabel. Okay, the game's not trash, but there are a lot of trash aspects about it. That's one of them. Very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Put some bolognese, some tuna in it. Some tuna in a toothpaste tube. Whose man's is this? Where's the front of my train? Facing this way. I don't know the toothpaste tuna, no. It's pate. What's that? Pate? Pate? Isn't that like soft tuna type of thing? Almost like a paste. Okay. That makes a bit more sense, but I mean, you don't have two L's. Have a look at like do a bit of research into how, for example, like a 3090 performs, a 3090 or like a 4080, 4090. I don't know how much those cards are. It's worth it. There's like you don't have to have the absolute balls to the wall highest end GPU. There are other ways to circumvent it, or flipping Klarna it, man. Also available in Sandman. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. It's gonna be a different story once you start getting paid, bro. Don't worry about that, man. Right now, enjoy the struggle. You get it? Enjoy the struggle, man. You're never gonna be back in this position. And that's all you need. All you need is for it to do the job. seen someone on TikTok playing with it, even slow performance, and absolutely enjoying it. That's the thing, like, if you haven't really experienced better on a regular basis, it'll be completely fine. But the minute you upgrade, and then 60 becomes your new minimum, going down to 30 will be painful, bro. I'll tell you that. Right now you have peace. No, Els, I hear it, bro. I hear it, man. I went down to 1440p, which is only half the resolution of 4K. And yeah, like I could play on it, but it's very noticeable to my eyes that, yeah, this is a less resolution than what I'm used to. It's a bit of, it's like a worse experience in a way. Well, it is. I think a big screen would make it more noticeable, of course, because you're dealing with more pixels. Yeah, I know. I've been there, man. Trying to play games that I couldn't play on a 4K monitor at 4K and having to use like 1080p. Been there. But I feel like 1080p looks worse on a 4K monitor than it does on a 1080p monitor. I don't know if that's true or not. Because like when I saw it, I couldn't believe that this is what I used to look at on a 1080p monitor. It just didn't make any sense.
I'm very honest. Give us 2 months of ceasefire, we will go to elections. That's it.
Just 2 months. That's it. He's ahead of the game, bro. I did not convince you to get any PC. I will not be held responsible for these claims. What do you mean wait until 11:30, bro? Wait until 11:30 just for... Oh, okay, no, we actually still got more to do, okay. Why the waiting time though? I guarantee there's not going to be another train that we wait for. No, I mean, I didn't. If you can give me timestamps, evidence. I need evidence, man. You can hire a bill to be your private investigator. I don't give financial advice. Never. I've never given financial advice. I never give financial advice. I think you've got me confused with someone else, perhaps. Okay. I hear it, but why am I waiting again? What was the point?
Platform 2 for the 2336 Thameslink. Service to Dartford. Calling at Chatham, Rochester, Strood, Higham, Gravesend.
No, sue me.
Fleet, Swanscombe,
Sue me.
Greenhithe for Bluewater, Stone Crossing, and
You wanna hustle me. You wanna pull me to the corner and say, listen, we don't need to go that far. Let's just settle something here. Just give you a little something and we're good. Sue me.
Thameslink. Service to Dartford.
All right, Jackson. We're almost done anyway here, my man. Whoa, hello. What was that about? It's an interesting train, you know. LWDLs, rah. Sue me, bro. Take care, Jackson. Enjoy your trip, my man. Els, at this point, bro, like I'm instructing you to do so. At this point, I'm begging you, please, bro, please sue me. Hot surface. It looks like a big smiley face, doesn't it? Or maybe like a face with like buck teeth. I've never known what these lights are for. Seeing as they're aiming at the pantograph, I guess they would be for that. Are there any more?
Please stay behind the
Okay, they point at the pantograph.
Hi there, this is Sittingbourne Panel 3. How can we help?
Let me through, bruv.
I understand you are requesting authority to pass the signal at danger. There is an issue further down the line. I confirm that you do not have my authority to move your train. Please read back the instruction, stand
Safe.
by and await further information. Over.
I don't think they've ever said what that voice is. I know, like, the scenarios and stuff, they use real voices, and in some of those calls they use real voices. But I don't know about the female voice. I think that's a real voice as well. Bro, just playing 4K, but like lower some of the game settings, innit? Hello, ASR. I'm not still streaming now. Compensation for the cancelled stream. Went extra half an hour. 12-hour stream. You've lost your head. Yeah, 9 hours would make more sense, but I'd still respond the same to you. Special 24-hour stream. What would be the occasion? Special 24-hour stream, I'd average 2 viewers. Safe. I'm talking averages, boss man. How can I do a 24-hour stream and act like my internet wasn't working? There are a man of many accusations. If you don't like me, just say it, bro. Why did I only get a gold medal for that? You suck. How about that? You suck. And time sucks because that is the end of the stream. as I previously said, this will be the last stream for this week. So I shall hopefully see you guys next week, Monday. Until then, I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Why not, Nabil? Why not, boss? And as always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. And until the next one. What do you mean instructions? I don't need, there's nothing like... Peace out, man.